Hi everyone, I'm new to the streets Ken Efseroff, and today I'm in Worcester, Massachusetts to find out how Vystar's flagship Vitex-based products are helping people not only get a better night's sleep, but make their lives easier. Now we've traveled to New England to hear why there is such a special relationship between Vystar and Rotman's Furniture, a company with annual revenues of more than $38 million. Now from Rotman's, we will head south to Hartford, Connecticut, and see the mattress production process at work with Vitex. Now personally, I've never seen a mattress being made, so that should be really cool. Stick around. New to the Street starts right now. Welcome back. I'm Ken Efseroff. You're watching New to the Street on the road. Today we're coming to you from Rotman's Furniture's 170,000 square foot flagship store in Worcester, Massachusetts. Now this store has historic character, built way back in 1889 as a mill with its beautiful exposed brick and beams along the Blackstone River. It is truly a majestic sight to see, and it happens to be the largest store in the Northeast. Joining me now is Rotman's president and CEO, Steve Rotman. Steve, welcome to New to the Street on the Road.
Ken, thanks for being here. Massachusetts is one of the key places in the United States that has old mills. And this one was founded in 1889, and now 127 years later, it's the largest furniture store in Massachusetts and in central New England.
Steve, let's tell the rest of the United States, outside of cozy New England, who are not familiar with Rotman's, the history of your fantastic business here.
We made the decision to take the front of the store, begin the Rotman's history, and then years and years later we kept adding on until we are now over 4 acres of property within the store.
Now Rotman's is doing pretty well with their revenue stream. You guys averaged $38 million a year in revenue.
Yes, and we're increasing at about 15% per year, and we're penetrating further and further outside of Rotman's.
How did you guys forge such a special relationship with Vystar and their Vitex brand?
It started with the consumer wanting a product that was all natural. Consumer made the decision that they wanted to sleep on something that was natural, non-invasive in the sense of off gases and things like that. And we tried to find a product that came from the earth and then eventually was eco-friendly and went back to the earth. And we found Vystar as a company that had developed a process that took the natural latex rubber, eliminated the proteins to make it non-allergenic, and at the same time to make it natural and consumer friendly. And we find that people, when they sleep on the product, find it unbelievable in terms of allowing a great night's sleep.
There's a phrase called perception is reality, and the perception of the latex industry is not always true. Like a lot of times people hear latex or rubber, they back off because they're not familiar with it.
What Vystar decided to do was looked at latex as a natural product and said, how do we improve it? By taking out the proteins from the latex, you allow the latex to become non-allergenic, and it lasts 3 times as long, and it's more resilient. It has absolutely no odor, and it is probably the best product to sleep on, regardless of what type of metal it's used in coils or foam. Latex by Vitex is your best product.
What is it about Vitex that is changing the way the latex industry is doing business? Because now they can make a product that's totally consumer friendly. In the past, it wasn't really there.
The decision was made by the consumer that we want the product that's non-allergenic, and for that reason Vitex has really become probably the best alternative.
Vitex, owned by Vystar, they own the process of taking the proteins out. It's their stuff. They can then take the process in Vitex and sell it to every manufacturer of mattresses on the planet. Although we're not only talking about mattresses, it's everything connected to the world of bedding.
If you took latex and you put it back into the environment after its use, it disintegrates. So it's probably the ideal alternative to the future of plastics.
I have an example of what the Vitex is, and I want to show it here. When we talk about it, this is a brand, a Spring Air. Right?
This is a Spring Air mattress that the decision was made to add Vitex to the product to create more resiliency to the product that they currently had. There's a 10-step process from the cover to the foam to the individual pocketed coils to foam to the flexible springs. But then when you add Vitex, which is here, and it basically adds tremendous resilience to the product.
And you can take this Vitex and put it anywhere.
Yes, it could go into any product. It could be on living room sofas. It could be in furniture. It can be in mattresses.
What are the other products outside of the world of bedding?
Because Vitex is so pure that when you make it into a balloon, it lasts for months versus lasting for days. If you use the same product in a medical glove, it has such sensitivity that the doctor that's using the latex gloves feels that he's not actually using a glove.
What are we talking about in terms of dollars for the space of not only bedding, but the medical field and all the other products that use latex? We're talking billions of dollars.
You're talking hundreds of billions of dollars are currently used in plastics and products that create damage to the environment. And eventually, I believe that many of those products will be made from latex.
And Vystar's Vitex brand is the only one that's doing this right now.
Vitex is the only company that's able to take protein out of the latex.
Up next, Vystar CEO Bill Doyle gives us his thoughts on the growing world of Vitex beyond the United States, and the guy who is responsible for making sure the customer gets what they want and need. You're watching New to the Street on the Road from Worcester, Massachusetts. Welcome back. You're watching New to the Street on the Road from Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm Ken Efseroff. Now, we've been talking to executives of Vystar and Rotman's Furniture about their impressive collaboration bringing quality Vitex-infused sleeping products, including mattresses and pillows, to the public. Now, just a quick recap, Vystar's Vitex is harvested from trees treated with Vystar's patented process that virtually eliminates all of the problem-causing proteins which cause allergic reactions to natural rubber latex. In other words, with Vitex, there is virtually no allergic reactions and no smell. I took that test back in New York, as you might remember. Now, joining me again is Vystar Chairman and CEO Bill Doyle. Bill, welcome back to New to the Street on the Road.
Thank you for having me again. It's good to see you again.
It's our pleasure. Nice to see you. Now, for people who are just tuning in for the first time, let's give them the background on Vystar and Vitex.
We saw a need out there in the medical group where there were problems that healthcare workers were having with latex gloves. We figured out a nice simple way in order to remove those proteins and any of the other non-rubbers. And then with that in mind, we took it from beyond the medical space into the other spaces and now into foam, where we're now in the retail space for the first time.
Now, mattresses are not the only place where Vystar's Vitex is helping millions of people who sleep every day. It's everybody. It's the whole population, the whole world population, but you guys are moving on from mattresses to other areas.
We have mattresses, we have toppers, we have pillows, soon to have furniture. So when you take the continuum of foam, you take a look at cores, pillows, toppers, and all those, now start looking at the foam that is in other products of your life. I mean, it's in shoe soles. It is in the furniture you sit on. It's at the chair that you use at your work desk. It's in the boat. It's in your car. It's all those different areas where foam exists. Then there's also a closed cell foam, which now takes you into wetsuits and all those other items. So the opportunity we've got here is immense just within the foam world. Then you look at electrician's gloves and different types of women's apparel and threads and adhesives and all those.
That's a proverbial treasure trove of billions of dollars in potential revenue for Vystar, because all this stuff needs to be improved. And it's there for the taking, and nobody else has done it. You guys are the first.
It's got a nice sound to it, doesn't it? Yes. Billions of dollars, tens of thousands of products, all the different exposure throughout the world.
Most people don't know. They hear the term latex or rubber or foam. Subliminally, they back up because they're not familiar with the product, or the product might be getting a bad rap because perception is reality, as I've said before in the show, and people have the wrong perception about what latex and foam rubber and mattresses are all about, because it's not bad just because it's latex.
But we're here to change that. I mean, starting with this show, starting with what comes from the interest we've generated from this show, even looking into what Vitex can do in marketplaces that are non-foam. As they read about what we're doing within foam, all of a sudden they're hearing about Vitex, they're seeing that all the different foam exposure that's there, and they're coming back and saying, well, why is my company not using this? I deal almost exclusively in latex products. How come I don't have this?
What is it about latex that gives it such a bad rap?
Back in the early 90s, when the AIDS issue really reared its ugly head, OSHA required that every healthcare worker put on a new glove for every patient they touched. Didn't matter where they were touching them, it just, no matter what you're going to do, you're going to check a pulse, you're putting on a glove.
Which is understandable.
Oh, very understandable. There weren't enough gloves around at that point in time to satisfy 1/10 of the United States, let alone any other areas. So a lot of glove manufacturers crept up all throughout Southeast Asia. They weren't doing, the industry had done a really good job of already self-policing, but with that, the exposure just exploded.
Bill, what was it that pushed Vystar and yourself to decide that there was a huge demand for Vitex?
I got a hold of the industry report and I saw where it was used. You know, we created a few pie charts to show that gloves had a big part of it, surgical gloves had a certain part of it. Then you got into foams and adhesives, balloons and all that. And then all of a sudden it started to make sense. We weren't going to be a glove company. We were going to be a latex company. We were going to be a Vitex company.
It's a cauldron of cash, so to speak.
I hadn't quite thought about it that way, but it's a nice thought.
Now, I've been talking to CEOs for the past 6 years on New to the Street, and one of my favorite questions, and I'll ask you, depending on what industry you're in, is what is it about latex that you love so much? You're a businessman, but there's something else that has to tweak your interest as to why you're doing this.
You are looking at healthcare workers that don't have a choice but to put on a glove with every patient they touch. You're talking about a surgeon who is going to go in and, depending on a hospital protocol, have that surgical glove on 4, 6, 8 hours at a time. That's a lot of exposure. They need something like a latex glove to have that tactile sensitivity. You're talking about somebody that's trying to practice safe sex, and they think they might have a problem when they really don't, because it's an irritation to the condom they're wearing. Or a kid blowing up a balloon and all of a sudden he's got a problem with his mouth because he happens to be the ones that have that. So there's the thought about doing good, but then there's the also thought about how are you going to make some money on this? How are you going to take care of your investors? What are you going to provide to the people that have invested from the start? And I owe those people. I owe them the best effort that I can give in order to make sure that their investment was worthwhile while providing these type of products.
Well, it's fantastic, Bill. I thank you very much for joining us again on New to the Street on the road, and I hope you keep us up to date on the happenings with Vystar and Vitex, because we definitely want to continue monitoring what's going on with you guys, because I think it's a great brand and a fabulous idea, and the future seems very bright.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back. You're watching New to the Street on the road from Worcester, Massachusetts. Now, we are at Rotman's Furniture talking about Vystar's Vitex products. I want to take you inside the mattress, so to speak, and talk latex, because there are many products made from latex. And that could mean a proverbial worldwide gold mine for Vystar's Vitex. Dr. Ranjit Mathan is an internationally renowned rubber and latex expert who has been associated with rubber-based manufacturing and natural rubber in South Asia since the 1970s. He's also a Vystar board member and consultant. Dr. Mathan, it's great having you here on New to the Street on the Road. Welcome to Worcester.
Thank you, Ken, for having me on your show. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Can you please put into context the size of the worldwide latex industry right now?
The total rubber industry uses 25 million tons of rubber per year. The natural rubber segment of that is 12 million tons, or 45%. And the latex part of it is about 12%, which is about 1.2 million tons of natural rubber latex every year is used in making a variety of products. Almost 3,000 products are made from natural rubber latex.
When people hear the term latex, they often take a step back because they're not familiar with it, but it's changing.
Yes, that was a big scare in the 90s, and there was a genuine basis for that because the latex was not treated properly. But over the years, we've now refined the latex, and the material has become purer, and Vystar and Vitex products take it to the ultimate level of purity today.
Why is Vystar's Vitex such a game changer in that business?
Because we've removed the natural occurring proteins in the latex, it's much purer than the normal latex, and our goal is to keep on removing any residual material so that the latex is 100% pure and not 99.9% pure.
It's not 100% pure, it's almost pure.
Yes, we've got a small fraction of about 0.02% which we're still trying to remove.
What are the new applications for Vitex? Because we're not talking only bedding.
We have applications in almost every type of existing latex product, whether it is gloves or balloons or medical products like catheters. They all have applications there.
And the biggest application for Vystar's Vitex is what?
Today it is mattresses and gloves, and we hope that we'll be getting into things like elastic tape and other medical devices.
The bedding industry alone worldwide is billions of dollars, and that is not even including the medical industry, which is billions more. So it seems like it's limitless for Vystar's Vitex.
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and Vitex has just scratched the surface of that. And people, as they come to realize the value of Vitex, I think it'll get great penetration into this market.
Dr. Ranjamathan, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, we've made our way south from Worcester here to Hartford, Connecticut at Gold Bond Mattress Company, a family-owned New England fixture since 1899 and a partner with Vystar. Joining me now is Bob Naboychuk. He is president of Gold Bond. Bob, thanks for joining us here on New to the Street on the Road.
Thank you for coming.
So you guys work with Vystar and Vitex. What do we have here? What are we looking at?
Well, we have our line of Vitex latex, which we think is the best natural latex in the world. We've been involved in latex since the early 60s, and this whole line is all represented with the Vitex latex.
Bob, for our viewers who might not be familiar with Gold Bond, talk to me about the history, because this is a really fascinating facility.
Yeah, Gold Bond has been hand-making mattresses since the late 1800s when my family started the business. We continue to make high-quality mattresses and sell some of the finest hotels, retail furniture stores, schools, and colleges all over the country.
So you guys service everybody.
Yes.
What is it like being in the mattress business? I've never met anybody who does what you do.
Well, it's a tradition of our family to make high-quality products and sell them to retailers all over the United States, and it's great that we still make things here in Hartford.
What has the reaction been from the retail side with you guys making Vystar Vitex?
I think it's been phenomenal. You know, when we bring customers in here, retail stores, retail salespeople, we show them the other latexes, and they naturally gravitate to this because it's the essence of latex. The analogy I like to use is with gasoline. You know, I used to race cars, so you can go to the gas station at the corner, buy 87, 89, or 91 octane fuel, or you can buy racing fuel that's 114 or 118. That's what Vystar is. It's the essence and purest form of natural latex in the world, and that's what makes the finest mattress.
Why would you want to make the switch from traditional latex to Vystar's Vitex?
It's purer, better, more natural latex. It's new technology. The Dunlop and Talalay process is 55 years old. A lot's changed in 55 years. Do you drive a car that's 55 years old? Do you have electronics that are 55 years old? So why sleep on a mattress with a technology that's 55 years old? Vitex is the finest, purest, natural sleeping surface in the world.
Now, this facility is not limited here to the showroom. There's another special area which we're going to go take a look at right now, where you have some fascinating machines dating back 100+ years, where you actually have the cotton spun out and put everything together, right?
Yes.
Let's go take a look.
Okay, let's go.
So Bob, what is happening at this location? What are we looking at?
So now we're going to see him make an inner spring unit, the most resilient spring system, a handmade pocketed coil spring system, incorporating the Vitex latex as the upholstery. So you go ahead and let's show him how we make this mattress. So this is an insulator pad, and it's important that you start with an insulator that displaces your weight over the whole mattress. And everything is attached to this border rod, everything. It's very much hand or bench made, hand assembled.
And the insulator pad acts as a buffer between the coils
and the upholstery, which is the natural latex.
Right.
And displaces my 210 pounds, not just in the middle, over the whole mattress.
Now these are coils, but different people like different things. The latex people might not want to sleep on a coil.
But right, that's why we have many that are just pure natural latex. 8 numbers in our line, 2 with inner spring mattresses.
This is Vystar, Vitex.
Yes.
And it has no odor at all. That's, to me, I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Absolutely, smell it. Because they've removed all the proteins. It's natural and the most purest.
We put the Vystar Vitex on right now. What is he going to do?
Now he's going to put a layer of cotton over the latex. And this is actually how we meet the flame retardancy standard with natural cotton. We don't use any chemicals. Why take the purest, most natural sleeping surface latex and put anything synthetic on it? So he's going to put that on, and then he's going to put the cover. Again, the cover is going to be right over the latex, so you feel that resiliency that only pure natural latex can provide.
You can't even tell right now that there are coils under here.
No, you're going to get that springiness, but you're really feeling the latex.
What is the advantage of having the coil under here versus just all Vitex?
Well, the 11-inch Vitex that we saw over there being
Right.
made is $24.99 at retail. This will allow the customer who would love that but can't afford it to have it at more of a $14.99 price point, because you have 3 inches of latex or 2 inches of latex, not 11.
Okay. So he's cutting the cotton right now.
Yep,
And
so
then
it fits.
And then once it's cut, what's going to happen?
Now he's going to put the cover on after he just attaches that to the corners.
You guys really put a lot of thought into putting a mattress together.
We do, and none one here is on piecework. So most factories are on piecework. Piecework is a system of making them go really fast. We want them to make a better mattress, not a faster mattress.
I'm Ken Efseroff. You're watching New to the Street on the Road. We are in Windsor, Connecticut at Bluebell Mattress Company, and I'm standing here with Rebecca Gray. She's the Senior Vice President of Marketing for Bluebell Mattress. Welcome to New to the Street on the Road.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
I want to tell the viewers who are not familiar with Bluebell, what happens here, what do you guys do?
We manufacture mattresses, the wonderful world of bedding. We manufacture under our family of brands, which incorporates King Coil. We are launching a Natura brand of mattresses, which incorporates the latex that you're holding. And we also manufacture under private label under Bluebell Mattress Company.
We're going to talk about this Vystar Vitex, which is a new form of latex. Talk to me about it with the Natura brand and what you guys are doing with it.
We are in the process of launching Natura, and we decided to incorporate Vitex latex into it because it incorporates the features and benefits that we're looking to bring to the market with Natura. That's virtually hypoallergenic, odorless, provides great pressure relief, and it's really a healthier sleep environment. And we combine it with organic cotton and Joma wool and really provide a healthy sleep surface.
Now, when it comes to latex, perception is reality, and often people have a preconceived notion about what latex is all about in terms of chemicals and additives and stuff that's not good for the body. It's perception is reality, even if it's not true. But Vystar's Vitex is different because of their process and what they're doing to take out the proteins.
The end result is a latex that's cleaner, healthier, and again, one of the reasons why we chose to work with that component in Natura. One of the things that we're trying to do is be as transparent as possible with the Natura brand as we bring it to market, talk about sustainable components, renewable resources, and the latex, the Vystar latex fit right into that concept.
How has the business changed from when you started to what's going on now?
We've been manufacturing latex products for over 60 years, so we have a lot of history with latex, incorporating new technologies and different types of latex, and the different features of the Vystar definitely takes it to a new level. It incorporates all the traditional benefits of latex, which is a nice alternative to a lot of chemically based products in the marketplace.
What does it mean for Bluebell Mattress to have a relationship with Vystar and Vystar's Vitex to get it out there to the people? Because this is something totally new.
Because it's so new, we're able to be at the front end of the launch, especially in the bedding category. I know there's a lot of other things going on with the latex itself, but for us to incorporate it into Natura and be able to bring it to the market in the mattress segment, that's pretty exciting for us.
Now, we looked at some of the Natura mattresses in the showroom. There are different densities and different types of things going on there?
We've incorporated the Vitex into a collection of mattresses under the Natura latex collection, which is an all latex construction. So it's a premium product, has amazing benefits from pressure relief, healthy, hypoallergenic, all of these components. And we've been able to incorporate different feels. So different types of latex, different pressure relief, but also different comfort.
What's the retail response been like for Vitex?
The Natura brand and the other natural components that we're incorporating that tie nicely into what the Vitex represents has been very well received.
Now, Vystar's Vitex brand, they're different than any other latex manufacturer because of what they do with the proteins and make it virtually 99% allergy-free. That's something special because it brings in people that could take latex that normally couldn't because of the allergies and the proteins. I mean, that's big for you guys to have that.
It is. One of the things that we're exploring, as I say, is looking into an all Vitex mattress because of those reasons, because then we can talk about it being virtually allergy-free and with bringing all the sleep benefits of latex.
If you're allergic to the proteins in latex, and Vystar's Vitex is the only company that's doing this, it's a no-brainer to get this product.
As a sleep surface, yes. Obviously, you spend a lot of time sleeping, so it's a very important part of being able to talk to being virtually hypoallergenic if there's any sensitivity there, you know, on that surface that you're choosing. So it's definitely one of the things that we're incorporating into how we're educating people and the story that we're telling and how it ties nicely into to everything else we're doing.
Well, thanks for showing us the Bluebell facility. I really appreciate it.
Happy to do it.
And thanks for talking latex.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. That's it for this edition of New to the Street on the Road. You know, New to the Street can come to your company and give you a full half-hour spotlight on your company. To find out more, just visit newtothestreet.com, click on the Get Me on TV icon, fill out the form, and then one of our representatives will contact you. For all of us here at New to the Street, I'm Ken Epsteroff. Thanks for watching.